Quickly before the video starts, I just want to apologize for my voice. It kind of sounds like I'm sick. Half cause is 1 a.m. in the morning, and this is like, I've been trying to make this video for like 3 days now, and it's just not working. So sorry about that. New videos are gonna come out, and yeah, let's just get started. Hi everyone, my name is Saiki here, and in today's video I'm bringing you guys another tips and tricks video, and this is going to be about 5 things that you should know in season 6, and that will just help you become an overall better fighter. And if you do like tips and tricks videos like these, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, watch the video all the way through. It really helps me out, and it literally makes my day if you just like. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, like, I wish I knew this in season 5. I literally wish I knew this. I would have been so much better. Is aim dueling. And not exactly for the reason you might think. Yes, it helps with aiming, but it also helps with movement. So basically, when you're fighting, you're not just standing still and trying to hit your shots, right? You're moving around, evading your opponent's shots, as well as hitting your own shots. So that is why movement is so important, and is like the #1 thing you should try to be focusing on, because once you do movement in 1v1 aim duels, you're gonna start incorporating it whenever you actually fight people in 1v1s or in free-for-alls, and you like, it's scary how fast the progress was. You can literally see how your aim improves when you're actually fighting in game, right? So that is a must. And to be honest, I should make a video on this, but a quick tip is sometimes these can get boring, especially because I do like around 10 to 20 rounds each day, right? So these can get boring. What I would basically do is just play music and just try to vibe and, not be kind of absent-minded while doing this, right? So yeah, that is tip #1. Tip #2 is 1v1ing, and I know you're gonna be like, no duh. Well, 1v1ing, yes, they're obviously gonna get you better, but what I learned is 1v1ing multiple different people. Like, they can be bad, they can be really good, it doesn't matter, right? But why multiple different people? Well, the reason is you're trying to fight against as many different people as possible, not only so you can get better, but see their behaviors, right? So certain like things they do whenever you do a retake. So whenever you do the Dorito edit, do they go for the peak, or do they not go for the peak? Do they build up instead? Learning these things helps you better predict what your opponent is gonna do, and if you know what your opponent is gonna do, then it's basically over for them. I know what you're gonna do. I'll just pre peace control that place, or I just know what you're gonna do, right? So I'm definitely gonna beat you, unless you just have the worst aim ever. But yeah, unless you have the worst aim ever, if you know what someone's gonna do, it's probably easy for you, right? So yeah, that's why 1v1ing is important, and that kind of led into my point of learning the behaviors of different players, which I like to call player behavior, simple and short. So the thing is, right, you don't have to 1v1 for this. A lot of times that's why they say play a lot of Reno, it'll get you better, right? Not only does it helps you go into this situation, it also helps you like learn what different players do. And Mortaz is like a god example of this, because he literally like knows what you're gonna do before he does. He's like, to be honest, I think he's the best arena player ever, and he's just so smooth with it, and it's like he knows what the opponent's gonna do before they do. It's kind of like the Sharingan, you know what I mean? But yeah, aside from the Naruto reference, it's really important to know what your opponent is gonna do, so you're not lost and you can plan ahead. Okay, so the third one is, I think I mentioned this a video earlier, but is putting yourself at an advantage whilst putting your opponent at a disadvantage, right? So what do I mean by this, right? So the thing is, when you put yourself at an advantage, that might be a health advantage, a height advantage, anything that can give you the upper hand on a fight, you're usually putting your opponent at a disadvantage, right? So they're at low ground and they're low or something like that. That's putting your opponent at a disadvantage. And putting your opponent at a disadvantage does two things, right? First of all, it makes it easier for you to kill them, and second of all, not only does it make it harder for them, but it puts them on a bad mindset. So it can make them nervous. Oh my god, I lost sight. Oh my god, he's probably gonna kill me, or she's probably gonna kill me. You know what I mean? So that's what having the extra advantage, maybe health advantage especially, oh my god, I'm 1 HP, I'm gonna die. When you're 1 HP, your aim is shaky, your builds are shaky, you're not really thinking well, you know what I mean? So having any little advantage that you can have is really important, especially like a fighting as a good player or a mediocre player. So that is something to keep in mind and something you should always strive to have, right? Number 4, learning the meta, right? Like, if you know the meta, this is probably a mostly battle royale and competitive tip, but if you know the meta, then if you know the meta against ahead of everyone else, then you're basically gonna win against them, right? So what do I mean by meta? Meta is basically what is the best way to play the season, right? So last season it was most definitely on purple tags, because all you have to do is get a purple tag and a yard and just go into kids boxes, 2 tag them or 3 tag them or whatever. You can take their wall and everything, like one tagging every single one of their builds, and it was just like very, very unfair for the other person if they had like a lever or especially a charge. Oh my god. So yeah, so that was the shotgun meta for season 5. But there's other different types of meta, maybe a exploit or maybe a different building strat, or there's or rotating strats, right? So those are different metas, and if you know them, then you're putting yourself on a better advantage than other people, right? So that's something I want to try and learn at the beginning of the season. And it's basically well, it's pretty obvious what the shotgun meta is. It's probably gonna be the pump, right? You can literally 200 pump or 189 since they nerfed the purple pump, but you got my gist, right? So that's gonna be what the meta is, and learning the meta will help you in competitive, and it will basically put you at the edge at the beginning of the season, and then once everybody kind of knows the meta, then just play. So my last and that was my last and final point, but yeah, so to put it all together, I mean, I said 5, but 5, 4, 3, 2, same number, right? So to basically sum up the whole video and what I talked about, right? So something you should do is aim dueling, right? Aim duel not only helps with your movement but your aim. Also it'll do 1v1s. Learn to put yourself on an advantage at the same time putting your opponent at a disadvantage. Play chess. Nah, but yeah, learn the meta and learn player behavior. And a bonus one, since you stuck around all the way to 8 minutes, right, is VOD review. Like, I want to do this. Like, I feel like everyone should do this. It's just that it's extremely boring, okay? But to become a better Fortnite player, you have to go through the extremely boring stuff to get to the fun part, So yeah, VOD review, I did not do that at all. I mean, I did it like 3 times last season. Like, come on. So for VOD reviewing, what I want to do is maybe like get on Arena, just record all my clips, and then whenever I'm feeling bored and don't want to play Fortnite, I'll just look over those clips, right? So yeah, I won't make this video any longer for you guys. I hope you guys did learn something from this, and if you learned anything new, please leave a like. It makes my day. It literally does. So without further ado, later.